You're telling me that there's some news going on in the world. Before we get to the television programs lately, we're going to catch up on a few of these. And by the way, then we're going to talk about, by the time we get finished with this program, the AEW pay-per-view that has not happened yet. That happens this evening. We're going to take a break, travel through time, blah, blah, blah. Get your earmuffs now for the time machine. But I'm hearing that it's made the news that the brand new Japanese girls, women's, female, whatever the terminology they use over there is, idols, wrestling promotion, Joshis, Puros, whatever the that promotion has opened up from our friend what's his name? J.R. Rossy?
Rossy Ogawa, and he's not our friend. I don't know him, and he may be your friend. I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I don't. No, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that I couldn't have picked this guy out of a police lineup 6 months ago. I don't remember. I maybe have heard. I don't pay attention to the Japanese women's wrestling promotions, of apparently which he is the guy that just left Stardom. We talked about, but the point being is 6 months ago, I don't know who the fuck this guy was, and now you're hearing about him constantly. He's leaving Stardom. He's starting his own promotion. He's lunching with Triple H. He's meeting with the Pope. Where did this guy come from? Why is he a big deal now? And what is the name of his promotion? Japanese girl wrestling dandelions? What the fuck is this?
Well, Jim, Rossy Ogawa, who again was, I think he was the owner of Stardom and then Stardom. And then
he's the guy that he had the sternum injury.
It sounds like a Japanese promotion at this point, Sternum. But he was the president of Stardom, and then he sold it to Bushiroad, who owns New Japan, and then he worked for them, and then they fired him, accusing him of trying to recruit people to start his new company, and then he started his new company. With Julia,
he proved them wrong.
And he has Julia, who's about to start with NXT, and she was just with him at WrestleMania. There were photos. A very awkward one with Asuka, where she didn't look too pleased, because there is a history there. And I don't know too much to talk to it. But here is the press release for what is known as Dream Star Fighting Marigold.
Okay. All right, let's stop.
Let's go to this press release.
Wait, no, stop there. Stop there. Dream Star Fighting Marigold? What? I know it's another.
He's a big Fred Kohler fan. He's a big Fred Kohler fan, and he remembers the Marigold.
The Marigold Gardens this Tuesday night. No, I understand it's a different culture. It's a different language. Maybe things translate differently in when they're using English words than in a. So tell me what the fuck Dream Star Fighting Marigold? What does Marigold mean in Japan that would make it make sense after the dream, the star, and the fighting?
I'm not exactly sure.
Can you Google that?
Well, according to what I'm reading,
Smartass?
Their first event coming up will be Marigold Fields Forever.
Oh, come on.
On May 20th, 2024 at Carkin Hall.
You. I'm hanging up.
What do you mean?
You're ribbing me for the goddamn blooper reel or something. Marigold Fields Forever will be their first. Somebody is yanking our chain here. They've sent you this fucking press release as a rib to see if we will go along with it and make fools of ourselves. This cannot be real.
Well, apparently this is real. I'm clicking links here to see. Oh, no, this is a video of the press conference. We don't need that right now. Here's a press release. Tokyo, Rossy Ogawa's new women's wrestling organization, Marigold, all in caps, will hold its inaugural event on May 20th, 2024 at Carkin Hall in Tokyo. The card will air live on the Wrestle Universe streaming app with both English and Japanese commentary options.
Now, is this a widely available? I guess everything's widely available as an app, but is this a widely viewed app? This app they're on?
I have no idea, and that's not even the announcement of the company. That's just the announcement of the first event. Well, they're up and running, and they'll be there with Marigold Fields forever, or until you sell your company and start another company and take everyone.
Let me take you down, because I'm going to.
There was something I saw. I got to find it. Vamp for a moment, Jim. Did you see the thing about their hiring practices, like who they're recruiting?
No, of course, in the press kit that I received in the mail, I have all the information right here at my fingers. No, I didn't see anything about. Did you think I got a recruitment letter, or is it a draft? Do they like send letters out to miscellaneous young Japanese women? You are hereby ordered to appear. Greetings. And is it mandatory? What is the recruiting process for the Marigolders?
Well, according to what they announced, they will be recruiting for the new promotion via auditions. They're looking for young, unmarried women, the age between 13 and 30.
Oh, come on.
So there's two things there, obviously.
Can you come out? Well, but first, can you just come out and say we're looking for women 13 and up to train to, regardless of whether it's a shoot or a work, a hard physical, are they still allowing that? We've heard all these stories about Riho and all these other small children and seen the video having these matches. Is this a thing you can put right out in the fucking newspaper over there that you're doing and nobody comes knocking on your door?
It is crazy. Now, again, the history of Japanese women's wrestling, and I'm not comparing now to then, we're in different times, but traditionally they started them young and they had to retire by 26, right? It was a forced retirement.
Yes, but all those girls seem to be, 16 at least in those days, 16 to 26. It was a teeny bopper kind of thing, but 13? And the 9-year-olds, or well, at least he didn't say 9 and up. But yes, a couple troubling things there.
Well, the unmarried part too, the idea that they don't want anyone who's attached in a relationship. That's telling.
Well, you can't, again, some of these things you're just not supposed to come out and say. The idea was it's the same principle as in the 70s. Nobody wanted Sean Cassidy or Leif Garrett or, Marty Jannetty or, any of the young teeny bopper idols. The record companies or the movie producers or whoever the fuck didn't want people to know they were married because that diminishes the appeal to the teeny bopper girls. But you can't just come out and say, no, that's a fucking prerequisite. Just kayfabe it or hide it, or, well, yeah, you can't kayfabe anything in these days, but I don't know how does this fly over there as a statement that a company can put out in public?
Well, we shall see. I mean, I guess it's a cultural thing, if anything.
What does it say about parents? And I know, again, we've just talked about Terry Gordy was 13 or 14 years old when he started training. He was 6 feet tall and 220 pounds or whatever he was also. And it was outside Chattanooga. But a 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old girl in any country that is, what are their parents thinking that they're not training for, a legitimate sport where, yes, injuries are goddamn possible, but I would think the injury rate in wrestling where you're falling down on purpose and picking people up and throwing them down on purpose, why would you want your kids to do that with who? Who would be doing that with them? It would be my first question. And this guy, I don't know specifically if it's just one picture I saw, but a lot of these indie Japanese wrestling promoters look like the goddamn heels in the fucking Raymond Chow flicks. Right? A little fucking squirrely.
Well, Rossy Ogawa certainly has a look to him.
It's
like a villain, like a little bit of a villain, I must say. What should I wear to this big event? I know. I'll dress sinister.
It's the sinister ball. but so I don't, and the people, good Lord, the people that support the idea here in this country, in the United States, of these young girls, oh, it's wonderful they can go and help fulfill their dreams under the auspices of this Golden Harvest fucking movie villain, and who knows who his trainers are when they're 13 years old, and bump around and do the brain buster and everything. They support that type of behavior, but yet they are fucking highly offended at social issues over here that are mostly, in some cases, overblown. I'm just wondering where the disconnect is.